Hey, this is Tom with Fresh Vintage. Today we have our TopDon Hurricano 200 watt power station. This is a pure sine wave. When you think of things like an electric motor or a microwave oven or audio equipment or like a medical piece of equipment, so to speak, they need a pure sine wave. And for comparison, what's coming off of your electrical pole outside of your house is pure sine wave. But with that, let's go ahead and we'll open this up and we'll see what's inside here. Looking at the back of this, I see 129 watt hours, so there's plenty of power inside this thing. And it does give options for AC charging, and it actually has an adapter for like a cigarette lighter for 12 volt situations. Open this and there we go. Okay. So there's actually two pieces here. This. Okay, so in here is just an empty cardboard box. And we'll pull the obvious guy out. There's that. We'll set him to the side because we want to see real quick what's in this box. Okay, so in here, ooh, accessories. And we'll open this up. So we have our 15 volt charger, charging via the wall, our car charger for the cigarette lighter, and then our user manual. But here's the actual unit itself. We did not charge this, so we'll turn it on. Although I guess that's just a switch for on. I thought that was the main power switch, but so it has 75% charge right out of the box. And we're gonna go ahead and give it a full charge, and we'll be right back. So welcome to the summer segment of the video here. We've been a little busy making other videos. The last time you saw me, I was wearing a hoodie and it was March. So it's July now and it's about 90 degrees or forecasted to be 90 degrees today. All that to say, we have our Hurricano. And with that, what we're going to do is we're going to plug in some electronic gizmos, so to speak, some various things. Real quick, inside the box here, we have a cigarette lighter adapter power charger for the actual Hurricano unit, and then the Hurricano itself and the user manual. I bring that up because most everything now is USB, so you're really not going to need that cigarette lighter adapter. But that's about the only thing in the box as far as an accessory. So what we're going to do is actually plug a bunch of stuff in here and see what's going to run. And a quick recap, we have our power, we're charged up. This is the actual light. It should say like light switch on or off, but to get the AC to function, we're just going to do this. So we have our AC on now, and we'll start with the, these are the actual microphones, the one I'm using right now. These are the microphones, so we'll plug that in. And we're not gonna go crazy with this, like try and overload it or anything, but so there's that. And we have charging here. And we have a little red light here. And I wanted to take the laptop and the monitor to the local park and sit on a picnic table, but Mother Nature, it's letting it rain outside, so we're not going to do that today. What we're going to do instead is we'll just plug everything in here. So I'll be right back, and when we get the monitor plugged in and the laptop plugged in, we'll be right back. So awesome news here. We have the Hurricano plugged in. Quick note here, obviously we have two plugs here, so it's a little tiny bit wobbly, but you may end up like laying it down, for example. With that, and my laptop running one video, I have the monitor plugged in. There's no tomfoolery here. There's the cable going to the monitor. There's the other cable going to the laptop there. But so working great, and I would like to let it sit here for an hour and see how much it draws it down, but it's not. We're not going to do that. So keep that in mind. This is a game of calculating your times. If you're taking this out into the woods, you're obviously not going to be busting out spreadsheets in the woods on your laptop and your monitor, although you could technically do that. But keep in mind the amount of time, because on the side of the box here, it actually says for a DC fridge, 3 to 4 hours. LED lights, quite a few hours, 28 to 30 hours, MacBook. Then it gives you recharge times for like iPhone and GoPro and whatnot. But we're going to plug in the Segway scooter here. So we're going to get that set up. We'll be right back. Segway 9bot E22 scooter, as a quick side, fantastic scooter. If you've not seen our video on it, definitely check it out. If you're looking for an economical way to get around town in a shorter distance, so to speak, fantastic scooter. Can't recommend it enough. So let's plug in the actual charger for this, because the last time we tried this, it actually didn't work, but we have a green light, and to Jade and I's discovery here just a minute ago, we tried this. The light turns red, and so now it's charging. And we were talking about this. I'm guessing we didn't turn the AC on in this thing before, but so yeah, it charges our scooter. Next up, we have a fan here. This is where it's going to get interesting, because I'm not sure how this will work. I think this will run it, but we're going to find out right now. Now, size here doesn't necessarily matter, although I'm wondering if the torque of that motor is going to make a difference. Is this off? Okay, there's that. Let's plug it in. Okay, here we go. There you go. That's on low, so bump it up. That's low. That's medium. That's high. It's actually not running it on medium and high. So if you were in an emergency situation, you'd at least have fan, no air conditioning situation, you'd at least have low, possibly here. If you sat here and ran this for an hour, ask yourself that question. If you ran this for an hour, how well would this perform? So we're not going to sit here and run this for an hour, but in an emergency situation, you'd at least have low. I've actually been impressed that it would run the fan here and the Segway scooter, or charge it anyway. Something I 100% know, and I'm not even going to try, is this electric heater. And let's talk about this electric heater. If you already know this, then please forgive me for boring you, but this heater on low, this one has two settings, low and high. On low, it's pulling 750 watts. This thing has a max of 200 watts. And on top of that, when you kickstart one of these, you're simultaneously starting the fan and the heater. So you could be pulling double or triple the wattage. So at 750 watts, when you first start the motor, it's going to pull potentially over 2,000 watts just to get this thing started, and then sustain at 750 watts. So I would never expect this thing to actually run off of the Hurricano. That would be asking too much of it. When you start thinking about that with other bigger things, like your fridge is not going to run, your toaster may run, but definitely probably at the upper limit with running that fan. We saw where if we kicked it into medium, it was started going down because it was trying to ask too much of this. Overall, great unit. Definitely recommend this. If you're going camping, if you're having a power outage, if you're having a planned power outage, actually Jay recently had solar installed, and he ran his Wi-Fi router and his laptop and stuff for the day. He worked for probably, 8 hours, you'd say, on this thing, and it did fine. So great unit, definitely recommend it. If you like muscle cars, if you like classic cars, if you like tech, if you like DIY repair, if you like scan tools, Fresh Vintage is your channel. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.